Hi everybody, this is Judy at Judy in the Kitchen. Today I'm going to talk a little bit about the Nightshade family of foods. There's a little bit of controversy about whether or not we should actually eat them. Well, the Nightshade family of foods does include over 2,000 different species of flowering plants. Most of them are not edible, but some of them have fruit that is edible, like tomatoes, eggplants, potatoes, not sweet potatoes, but white potatoes, tomatillos, peppers, bell peppers and chili peppers, and of all sorts are members of that family. So many of us enjoy those foods, and they have become a staple of many cultures. So yes, they are edible. Now, what the controversy involves is a type of alkaloid that is in these plants. These alkaloids are nitrogen-containing compounds that are found heavily in the leaves and the stems and the vines of nightshade foods. And there is some of the alkaloid in the fruit, like the tomatoes and the eggplants and the potatoes that we enjoy. These alkaloids are also found in cocoa, chocolate, coffee, tea, black pepper, and even some honey, depending upon what flowers the bees pollinated. They tend to be bitter. They function in nature as a natural insect repellent. But those parts of the plants that are heavy in these alkaloids are not edible. If you've ever grown tomatoes, I think you know not to eat the vine and the leaves of the tomatoes. But we pick the fruit and we enjoy the fruit of them. The key to ingesting nightshade plants is not to eat an excessive amount of the alkaloid. Now, the word excessive is key here because it would be challenging to eat an excessive amount of the alkaloids if you are only eating the fruit. Tomatoes, potatoes, tomatillos, eggplants, peppers, those foods. You'd have to eat a lot of them to get an excessive amount. And really, you would have to ingest the leaves and the stems, the vines of these plants in order to get an excessive amount of them. Researchers have tested the amount of the alkaloids in the fruit versus in the stems. The Food and Drug Administration has set a maximum of alkaloids in potatoes to be no more than 200 micrograms per gram of white potatoes. They've tested potatoes. Most of the ones that they test come out below that level. Now, if you want to further reduce the alkaloid content of these foods with potatoes, if you peel it and you see there's a green area under the peel, it's been stored too much in the light and developed more of the alkaloids, cut it out. If your potatoes are starting to sprout, cut out the sprouts, and then you can go ahead and eat your potatoes. A good way to reduce the alkaloid content in these foods is to cook them. That will definitely decrease the alkaloid content. This is why we're advised not to eat raw white potatoes because of the alkaloid content. But when you cook them, making mashed potatoes or home fries or whatever you're doing, a baked potato, it's going to have less alkaloid in there after it's been cooked. So tomatoes you can eat raw, tomatoes you can eat cooked. There's a lot of benefit by cooking tomatoes because the lycopene is enhanced by cooking them. So if you are not bothered by the alkaloid content, there's no reason not to eat them. Some people have arthritis and pain from the arthritis, and they may find that they feel better and have less pain if they omit the alkaloid-containing foods in their diet. Don't eat potatoes, don't eat bell peppers, don't eat tomatoes. And if they feel better by omitting those foods from their diet, then so be it. That's probably what they need to do. But that doesn't mean the average person needs to omit those foods if they're not bothered by them, okay? So let your body be your guide. The vast majority of people have no issue eating the foods in the nightshade family. And if you're in doubt, make sure you cook them first, and that will help to reduce any of the alkaloids that are in those foods. Let me know if you have any questions or comments below. This is Judi at Judi in the Kitchen. Bye for now.